today. It's 10 o'clock almost. Eclipse already started. Lunar eclipse already started. So many pseudo so-called gurus, they started spreading apprehensions about this lunar eclipse. The purpose of my video is to dispel all those apprehensions from your mind, or at least divert your mind into a different path, and just to enlighten you or bring it to your notice about this unknown sides of Rahu and Ketu. Okay? This Rahu and Ketu, they are basically, according to Vedic astrology, they are evil planets. There is no doubt about it. Vedic astrology call them as evil planets. Dushtagrahas, shadow planets, Chaya Grahas, natural malefics. So many names. Okay? Now, I want to talk to you all about the unknown sides of Rahu and Ketu, what they actually do in your natal chart. If anybody is studying the natal chart or trying to examine the horoscope of any individual without understanding this Rahu and Ketu, it is just a futile attempt. The problem comes with Rahu and Ketu is they are not owning any houses. In general, I'm speaking. Some people say Rahu owns Aquarius. Some people say Ketu owns Scorpio. Rahu exalts in Gemini, or Ketu debilitates in Gemini, or Ketu exalts in Gemini. Rahu debilitates in Gemini. So many versions. Kujavat Rahu, Kujavat Ketu, Senivat Rahu. So many are there. So leaving them aside, I request everybody to subscribe to my channel. So leaving all these illusions aside, what Rahu and Ketu they exactly does in your natal chart if they are posited in different houses or in different signs, first house, second house, third house, or if they are posited in Aries, Leo, Libra, like that. So what happens if they are posited in different houses and different bhavas? Remember, Rahu is inlet karma, Ketu is inlet karma, Rahu is outlet karma. Ketu is inlet, Rahu is outlet. Ketu is the main connection between our past life and current life. Ketu connects our past life and current life. I request everybody to subscribe to my channel. Why Ketu connects our past life and current life? I'll give you a small explanation. The first nakshatra is Ashwini nakshatra, is owned by Ketu. Actually, the planetary cabinet king is Sun, right? So nakshatra, they have to start with Sun, but it is not happening so. But they are starting with the Ketu nakshatra. Why so? The only reason being Ketu connects our past life and current life. By critically analyzing the houses in which, or bhavas in which this Rahu and Ketu are positive, we can understand about the native's past life and how a native has to discharge those pending karmas in past life, in current life. This is what exactly Rahu and Ketu will give a clue about it in our natal chart. What I'm going to speak to you now are just side headings. I'm going to speak only side headings with you. There is much to learn about this Rahu and Ketu. It is never ending subject about this Rahu and Ketu. Okay. Rahu and Ketu are always 180 degrees apart. If Rahu is posited at 0 degrees Aries, Ketu is posited exactly at 180 degrees opposite to Rahu. That is Libra. Okay. Libra 30 degrees. Okay. So that means if Rahu is positioned in first house and Ketu in 7th house, how to understand that person? How to understand that native? This is not a blanket application. It depends upon many other factors about Rahu's conjunctions. Rahu, which planets are aspecting this Rahu? Okay. Which dasa is running on. So many other factors are there, but what I'm speaking are just only in broad. Only in broad, I'm speaking with you. Okay. Let us understand what if Rahu is positioned in first. I prepared some notes. That notes is just scattered. I will speak with you about this Rahu and Ketu from the notes that I prepared for myself. Let us start. Rahu in first house and Ketu in 7th house. Now what happens? For this native, personal values take priority over public opinion and relationships. Self-centered person. This native, he has to practice to do the things on his own. He should never be a dependent on anybody. He should not be a dependent. Of course, it is not possible for anybody to do everything on his own, but yes, this native has to practice it. Success comes through the strength of personality and self-sufficiency. That is one more point. Social relationships may feel burdensome, but social relationships are unavoidable. This native should not try to avoid social relationships under any circumstances. Okay. Now I spoke about 1-7 houses. This pertains to your natal chart. Okay. Now we will go to the natural zodiac. What if this Rahu and Ketu was posited in Aries and Libra? Now I spoke about first house and 7th house. Now we'll talk about natural first house and natural 7th house, Aries and Libra. Okay. This is exactly where Rahu and Ketu connect us with our previous life. What comforts we underwent in our previous life and what problems we are suffering in current life or what sufferings we underwent in current life, and because of that what we are enjoying in current life. If you enjoyed, if you were a king in your past life, this life definitely will be a beggar. If in current life, if in past life you are a beggar, in current life definitely will be a king. This is how Rahu and Ketu, they rule us. So what if Rahu is posted in Taurus, Aries, and Ketu is posted in Libra? In previous life, this native is graced with fortune, abundance, and companionship of luxury and comforts. immersed in higher spiritual disciplines. This is what his past life. Now, what this native has to do in his current life? In present life, there is evidence of refined, dramatic instincts supported by a natural sense of self-mastery and discipline. Should he fail to uphold restraint and balanced effort, he will risk the loss of significant opportunities. This kind of natives, they generally tend to lose golden chances. That means these people take wrong decisions at right times. That is what basically happens if Rahu is pushed in Aries and Ketu is pushed in Libra. So, high profile person in his previous life, those cravings of past life are still imbibed into current life. And if this native is not careful, he will lose significant opportunities. Okay, next comes 2 and 8 houses. So basically, Karakatwas of those houses. Second house is of our finances. 8th house is of sudden incomes. Father died, insurance policy. Husband died, insurance policy. It can be even through an accident. Second house is Marakasthana. Accident happened, you claim huge sum of insurance. Okay. Shows unusual financial activities or habits in handling money. Native must depend on his own income, never be a dependent on financial related matters, must build a very independent financial base, always avoid debts, loans, or any third party finances. This kind of natives will generally easily get money, but they will not be able to repay because second house indicates our hard-earned monies. If Rahu is posted, it is this kind of natives generally they lose money. These natives should be careful. Any affliction to Rahu may lead to financial struggles after good periods. Careful savings and wise investments. This kind of natives, they should be very careful when they are investing money because 8th house deals with sudden losses, sudden incomes. Suddenly you'll get some money in share market and so suddenly you will lose everything. That is what this Rahu Ketu in 2-8 axis. They doesn't 2-8 axis. Now the natural second house and natural 8th house. Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio. In his past life, the native was involved in underworld activities marked by distorted sexual conduct and misuse of power. As a result, he is believed to have endured numerous punishments before this birth. So this native underwent so many punishments before this birth takes place, before this birth took place. So this life, he feels he feels a sense of leadership and believes in treating everyone in a fair manner. He will try to live comfortably with respect and keeps his karmic balance very clearly. This is what Rahu Ketu does if they are posited in Taurus and Scorpio. So having said this, let us move to 3rd house and 9th house axis. This is the house of initiation. 3rd house, as all of you know, it is the house of initiation, short travels. This house also indicates your younger siblings, your neighbors, immediate surroundings. Okay. This kind of natives, in indicates unique ability to exchange awareness and ideas with people in his immediate surroundings, good bonding with younger brothers and sisters, brings this position brings gains through short travels, if unafflicted. If further afflicted, losses. So this kind of natives, they will have some strong opinions about national and international affairs, which are unnecessary basically. Ketu in ninth house gives spiritual growth, which is a natural ninth. This ninth house is of our dharmasthana. Okay. So what if these houses are Gemini and Sagittarius? In his past life, he has devoted himself to philosophical and mystical pursuits, valuing freedom above all. In current life, he has sense of he will be having sense of humor and a commitment to fairness, make him an admirable personality. So even he attempts to withdraw from society, circumstances will not allow him to do. Circumstances will not allow him to do, because Ketu is posted in ninth house. Ketu is posted in Sagittarius here. Ketu is not posted in the ninth house. Ketu is posted in Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is natural dharmasthana. Ketu always tries to divert this native from his social bondings. Opportunities to nurture his emotional and material well-being are there. Okay, this is one point. Now, for 10 axis. Fourth house indicates mother, mind, vehicles, home, family, emotional well-being, property, etc. Brings benefit through a parent, usually mother. Gains through inherited properties or inherited properties. Home and family life holds a major importance in the destiny of this native. May face issues with one parent or may lose one parent during his young age. For this native, home is first important, so career naturally takes backseat. They will have a strong sense of self and ego. Circumstances may limit them to their chance to shine in their profession. Okay. Now, what if these houses are Cancer and Capricorn? So these natives, they must have lived a very strict and careful upbringing in his past life. So that means he was always under so many restrictions, do's and do nots. Earlier experiences of family disharmony left a deep impression on his soul. In his current birth, there is eagerness to embrace fresh ideas, especially when committed to household and harmony and comfort. There is a strong need for family unity and bonding. These are the things will happen if Ketu Rahu is positioned in Cancer and Ketu is positioned in Capricorn. Now 511 houses. Fifth house is also the house of creativity, intelligence. It is the house of your progeny. What if Rahu is posted in the house of your progeny in your fifth house? Signifies close bond with children. The person must learn to love deeply and personally with true emotional attachment. Shows success in love or attachment, in love or romance. Sorry, if Rahu is generally usually positioned in fifth house, this kind of persons love, usually they will have successful love affairs, or if not successful love affairs may end up in a romance. Some friends may prove fatal. pressure from social interactions, speculative gains. Speculative gains. Fifth house also indicates speculations, but there should be some connection with eighth house also as well. That is a different story altogether. Encourages a person to develop creativity and express. Encourages a person to develop a creativity. So, what if these houses are Leo and Aquarius? In past life, this native, he was engaged in uncommon and extraordinary activities. But this native often neglected his own needs while dedicating himself to the welfare of the others. In this life, this native carries renowned vitality and strength to initiate and manage large enterprises. From early stage, he displays a capacity to guide, supervise, and take relationships with confidence. His greatest charm lies in the harmony and balance of his mind, which inspires trust in those around him. Strong self-confidence and discipline mark his present journey. So this is what happens if Rahu is in 5th house and Ketu is in 11th house. So what happens if Rahu is in 6th house and Ketu is in 12th house? Natural 6th house, it indicates Ripu, Roga and Runa. That's also this house indicates how a person behaves in adverse situations. Suddenly the house caught fire. How this native behaves. Will he try to save himself or will he try to save others? So there is a hypothetical question. A house caught fire. A well-known scientist and just an infant. They were held up in that house. Whom will you save first? Whether it is an infant or the scientist. In these circumstances, those persons whose Rahu is situated in 6th house will act very wisely. Okay. It is a hypothetical situation, but yes, this kind of persons will handle this kind of situations very wisely. Shows strong healing and recovery powers. Health can be restored through regular diet and yoga. Highlights the importance of work and service to others. Good for spiritual growth. Okay. If 12th house is supposed to be Sagittarius, it is not good for worldly comforts, but very favorable for spiritual growth. Because 9th house is natural dharmasthana. And also is the house of moksha. So, what if these houses are Virgo and Pisces? In past life, this native remained obscure. He has limited chances for progress. In present life, strong social aspirations emerge, supported by steadiness and and now gives him several opportunities. He has to pursue them with care, order, method rather than haste. His past life, his path will not allow shortcuts. Advancement comes. This kind of data should not follow shortcut methods, but they have to go step by step method. During Dasa of Rahu and Ketu or Ketu Rahu, there may be a windfall to these kind of natives. Okay. With this Virgo Pisces axis, let us close this chapter today. And after that, after 15 days, solar eclipse is coming. I'll speak about rest of the houses after that, at that time. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If any questions are there, please do post. I will answer them. Otherwise, after 5 minutes, I will take off. Any questions, please? Okay. Nobody is asking any question. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye and God bless you all. Okay, I'll wait for some more time.